Hi guys, welcome back to Life with Hatley. We are doing a Q&A session. We've had quite a few questions coming off the back of our first few videos, so we thought now's the time to answer those questions. And yeah,
let's do it.
So the first one is, which qualities in each other solidified your decision to choose each other? Ladies first?
No, you go first.
All right, cool. There's actually quite a few. It will be difficult to pinpoint like one or two. I think your ability to understand my situation, especially my situation obviously at the time, which you obviously have managed to take on and help me become a better person within that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, your understanding of that, your maturity throughout that situation, because obviously, if for those who don't know, I'm alluding to the situation of me being a co-parent. So obviously Hattie's come into that and not caused it to become any more difficult than it already was, but rather she's actually eased the burden. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
On me, and obviously contributed a lot to that. So I think that quality was something that was huge for me and my situation at the time. And yeah, outside of that, just your fun. I think we love going out and doing different things. We're very aligned in that aspect. And the way you love and care for not even just me, but just people, even strangers. Like when we walk past like a homeless person, it always touches your heart. So the way that you actually love and show that and care for me, that was everything.
Love that. There's a couple of things for me as well. I think one of the first things that come to mind is that from the very start, like, you were very expressive, and I think a lot of men aren't very expressive, and I mean it in the sense of like, you weren't afraid of like showing me the fact that you did care and that you did miss me or that you did love me, and like, you know, you were just never shy from like telling me how much you loved me.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, I feel like a lot of men can sometimes be a bit closed off and not really share their emotions, and I feel like you were able to be quite vulnerable with me, which just showed me that, you know, you clearly see me as your person. Obviously, you are a great dad. Like, that was number one from the very beginning. Like, despite how hard the situation it was and still can be, and, you know, the difficulties that it has, you've never stopped being a good parent. Like, you're like the dad that I always wanted to have, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that was like one of the things that really stood out to me, because again, not a lot of men, unfortunately, actually, you know, take responsibility of things that have happened and show up for their kids despite having difficult co-parenting relationships. So I think that was definitely a huge quality for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously you're very handsome, so that was one of them. And of course, fun. Like, you've hit the nail on the head. We love doing similar things. You know, we kind of both enjoy the same things, I would say, except for football. That's one thing that we're not as aligned on, but, you know, we can't be perfect. But I think everything else, I think we're quite in harmony.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think just going back to the whole vulnerability side of things, I think that was a big thing for me, and something that actually kind of hit me like out of nowhere by surprise. The fact that I instantly felt comfortable speaking to you, like instantly. And I'm not someone that expresses and talks about my life, etc., especially to people I don't really know. So the way I felt and how comfortable I was doing that with you made me feel like, this is something.
By the way, I've just noticed they left a handprint of sweat on you, so apologies for that.
Right, that was a good first question. Next question, how many children do you want to have?
Yeah, this is a hot topic at the moment, but yeah, go on.
I'm going to go first, because before I met you, and when I initially met you, I always had in my head maybe 2 or 3 because I've not grown up in a big family. I've got one sibling. For a lot of my life, I was the only child. So 2 or 3, I would have been happy.
Yeah.
But after meeting you and your million brothers, do you want to be specific about it?
In total, I have 7 brothers, 4 half brothers, and 3 full brothers.
Yes.
No sisters.
So the feeling that I get and what I see from when all of your siblings and go around to your mum's house, that made me kind of change my mind, because that feeling of having everyone around and coming to not look after you, but coming to see you all in the same place at the same time, that made me think, yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one thing that my family is good at doing, is like we love to come together, and you know, obviously it's not every day, but you know, at least once a week, once every other week, like seeing everyone come together and seeing us evolving as well. Like also we're getting older, so you know, like my brother's about to have his first child with my sister-in-law, and like, you know, my little brothers are now almost finishing secondary school, so like seeing the different lives that go on, different stages is definitely beautiful. So although I come from a big family, it sometimes that can feel too much, like overwhelming. But actually for us, I think the best times I've had is always when we've all been together. So what's the number that you want?
So we've got Diego as the first child within our family. 4 more.
4 more. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not against it. Oh,
a little caveat: if those 4 are boys,
oh yeah,
we have to keep going.
That goes without saying. I've already said, as long as God allows me to have kids, I will keep going until I have a daughter. Because although I will love all my sons as much as, you know, I will love any daughter, I still want to be able to, like have a girl. Like I've not had girls. You know, everyone around me are boys. Like I've got 2 nephews already. I'm about to have another nephew.
Stepson.
Obviously, I've got a stepson. Like there's just no girls around me at the moment. So yeah, I'm not against 4. I would say.
And even on my side, I've got a brother.
Yeah, brother. I've got a brother-in-law. So the only woman I have in my life, luckily, is obviously my mum and my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law. Like they are the 3 women in my life.
And they're probably all crying out for women as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not against 4. I like 4, but obviously it all depends on it. Health, finances, you know, logistics, all of that stuff. Like as long as all of that is aligned, which obviously we're working on that, then yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Cool. So next question is, has wedding planning been stressful? Now, I'm going to leave you to answer this question.
Do you want to explain why?
Yes, you've done the bulk. You've definitely done the bulk of the wedding planning. You probably should become a wedding planner after this.
I actually should.
So I'll leave it to you. Has it been stressful?
As a whole, no, it hasn't. Like, and that might be because I planned the wedding within 2 weeks of getting proposed to, but we got engaged last year May. It's about to be 15 months. We've got 3 weeks to go until we fly out.
Yeah, 3 weeks today.
So not only have I been planning a wedding, but I've been planning a wedding that is abroad. Like weddings alone are projects, but I think abroad, like destination weddings, are like on another level. But I don't think it's been that hard. I think one thing that's enabled me to not be too stressed out is that I'm not too strict about things. Like I'm not too like, you know, not everything has to be perfect, and I'm really understanding of that. Like I know things will go wrong even on the day, even though I've planned everything to the T. I know that things will happen, life will happen. Like even like some of my bridesmaids are like, oh, like what colour should we wear, and do we have to wear the same shoes, and can I do my hair in this way? And I'm like, I'm so appreciative that they're asking me, but I honestly don't mind. Like I as long as you guys are comfortable, you know, everyone's got different styles, like that's all I care about. Everyone just coming in, being comfortable and being happy with it. And for myself, I would say the hardest bit though which is just because of the kind of hyper independent person that I am, is the thought of, and I hope nobody takes this, offense to this, but the truth is having to trust people on the day.
Yeah.
Like, the planning is fine. Like, I can, sort out most things myself, and there's been a lot of people that have been really helpful so far. But the thought of, like, on the day, I'm going to be in zero control.
Yeah, but we will talk on that after the wedding. Once it's been successful, once we realise there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I know it's going to be fine, but one of the things I've had to tell myself, like, to calm myself on is, like, people will come through for you. People love you. People care about you. Like, if you tell them what their role is, they will take it seriously. They will do what you need them to do. So I think, as someone who's really hyper independent and likes to have everything done themselves, the most stressful or hardest part is like learning to let go and be like, okay, now it's time for me to step back and just let the loved ones just do what they need to do. Other than that, I mean,
I think you've also been good at accepting support. So having support is one thing, and that's really helpful. You need people to help it all come together.
Yeah, like I've said yes a lot.
But
like,
exactly,
there's not really been a lot of no's, and even when I have said no, I've backtracked and said yes, after I've thought about it. And there's been a lot of things where someone's gone, we've done this before and it worked, and I've been like, okay, cool, we'll do it that way. Or
been listening, willing to hear it.
Someone said, I've been to a wedding, don't bother ordering that thing because no one even used it. I was like, okay, cool, one less thing off my list. Like I was happy for people to give me their opinion so that I can kind of go, right, that makes sense, let's just go with it. Because otherwise, you think you've got to do 110 things, but actually there's not that much that you have to do.
And I think not being too picky is helpful as well, because even when we was ordering the decorations, that wasn't stressful. That was actually enjoyable.
I mean, I had my spreadsheet my spreadsheet ready to go.
Yeah.
And my links and the budgets and whatever.
But we wasn't like scrolling through pages and pages.
No,
we were seeing things and just like, that's.
I think you have to accept that you have a budget, you have a time frame, and you have to think about what are people truly going to remember from that day. Like, I had a lot of people tell me, like, you're not going to remember the colour of so-and-so. You're not going to remember the decoration that you put on the table. Like, yes, some things are nice for the pictures and the aesthetics, but actually what truly is going to matter is, like, the vibe and the quality and how we feel and us being close and, all these little details. But, yeah, I think so long as you know what you want, so long as you're not too picky and you're open to, ask for opinions and help, and just don't dwell on things for too long, like it is just one day at the end of the day. Like, it is, our wedding's going to start at like 6:30. It's not even a day, it's half a day.
It's an evening.
It's the evening because it's going to be so hot, ridiculously hot in Cyprus. But yeah, no, to answer the question, I think it's been smooth so far. 3 weeks to go before I fly out. I'm already half packed. So yeah, I think cool. It's been really enjoyable so far.
Nice. So we've got one more question, then we've got the quick fire round before we close. So what's one thing you're looking forward to after the wedding? You want to start?
Yeah, I think I've been thinking about this as we're getting closer to the wedding, and although I don't wish any moment of it to be, over, like, people say, I want it to be over and done with now. Like, I don't wish for that. I do wish for, like, the wait to be over and done with. I kind of want to be on the plane now. And this time, in 3 weeks, we would probably be near to land. We would have landed. We would have landed. So, I'm kind of, like, impatiently waiting for that time. But I am looking forward to kind of Q4, September, and just things to kind of quiet down. Settle down and chill and just, go kind of all in to different aspects of our life that maybe we haven't necessarily been able to focus on as much, which I think is completely fine. Like, we both agreed that there's going to be certain aspects of our life that we're just going to be like, let's just put that on hold for now. Let's really focus on planning the wedding, enjoying the planning, enjoying the day. And obviously we're out there for 2 weeks. We want to have a really great holiday as well. So we've kind of accepted that, right, once we come back, we can take a breather and then we can just kind of go, right, let's put our heads down, let's put our priorities straight and let's actually kind of get ourselves ready for married life. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like
that's the sensible answer. I'm looking forward to telling people you're my wife.
Oh, of course. Well, yeah, of course.
What are you doing? I'm just going out for a restaurant with my wife.
With my wife, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I love that. Obviously, we're gonna definitely rinse that. I mean, we rinsed fiance out so many times. Yes.
So we've got that immediately after a couple of days after the wedding. And then obviously our honeymoon that we booked for January as well.
Yeah, we purposely booked our honeymoon for like 6 months down the line because I have heard that wedding blues is a thing, and like you can obviously go, because what am I going to focus on?
Yeah.
What am I going to wake up every day and think, oh, I got to do this, or you know, like I picked up my dress today, like it's fully done now. It's literally in the wardrobe, obviously in the bag, so you can't see it, but. You know, like, what am I going to think about? What am I going to focus on? Like, so I know for a fact that there's going to be like a hole in our lives for a little bit, which obviously we want to fill with our memories and our photos and, you know, reminisce everything. But then also look forward to going away. We're going to Mexico. So we're looking forward to that as well. So yeah, I think...
There's quite a few things. It says what's one thing, and we've listed loads.
Sorry,
yeah,
I got quite a few.
We got carried away. Right, so the quick fire round. So no thinking, you just got.
I got to answer it for myself, right?
And we're both. You're gonna answer for yourself, and then I'm gonna answer as well.
Okay,
straight
fine.
after. Right, so quick fire round. So beach or city break?
Beach.
100%. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Easy. We don't drink coffee. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
I'm definitely a night owl.
Yeah.
Mornings aren't for me.
I don't like waking up in the mornings.
This one's tough. I don't know if you can do this quick.
Ooh.
Favorite takeaway?
I'm not gonna lie, I love food. I don't have a favourite takeaway. If I didn't have to cook dinner tonight, what would I have ordered? I think I would have got a curry, but only because I'm craving that.
Yeah, but that's not. You're not answering the question.
Yeah, I don't know. My favourite takeaway. This is stressful because I love food too much, and I don't know which one to pick, and I don't want.
9 times out of 10, what are you getting?
But restaurant and takeaway is different.
It says takeaway.
Right, so takeaway.
It's coming here to the house.
It's probably going to be a Caribbean.
Ah.
Yeah, because Turkish food is my favourite, but Turkish takeaways I don't think are the same as when you go to the restaurant. So I think I would say Caribbean food. But I love a lot of cuisines.
I'm saying Caribbean food, definitely. Jamaican to be specific. Right, one word to describe your partner.
What? One word?
Hurry up.
Perfect. Easy.
So cheesy though, isn't it? One word. Everything.
Whatever. Okay, so that means I'm annoying as well then.
No. Don't. Why would you do that?
Because that doesn't make sense.
Alright, we're moving on.
Alright, we'll allow it.
Right. Who said I love you first? 3, 2, 1.
You.
Me. It was me.
Was it you?
In Dover.
Dover. That's when he asked me out to be his girlfriend. May I add?
I think I kind of said it. No, I said it after. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Guys, he asked me out in Turkish. This is a Jamaican man who does not speak Turkish, and he went on Google Translate, and he asked me to be his forever. That was a special moment for me.
Ooh.
You're scaring me. What?
Some of our friends are gonna laugh at this, and even our family as well. Who's more competitive?
See, we're even going to compete now to decide who is the most competitive, because we are, I think, almost equally competitive. I'm very competitive.
2, 1.
Me.
You. Yeah.
Listen.
The only reason I'll say that because I'm very competitive.
It's because of Christmas when you play games.
No, it's not even. Yeah, it's that you let your emotions take over you with that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Temporarily.
Yeah,
this is
temporarily.
What people don't understand, right?
But
they think I'm genuinely annoyed. I'm not genuinely annoyed. I'm just a little bit annoyed.
Right.
But yeah, I am very competitive. But that's why I don't. Do you think though, sidetrack, that it's quite interesting that I don't follow any competitive sport? despite being very competitive.
Yeah, that is interesting actually.
Because the reason why I don't is because
It's not
I
you.
like to do things. I
Yeah.
don't like to watch things.
But
If I'm
even
gonna
when
watch something, it's
even
gotta
when
be.
we played paddle, yeah, and that was the first time you've played paddle, you was getting frustrated.
I wasn't getting frustrated because you kept telling me what to do afterwards. He'd be like, "Oh, by the way, you can't do that." I'm like, "Well, teach me before." Anyway,
But I think being competitive isn't always. It's not. I think for
I
the
just
most
wanna be
part,
good.
I think for the most part, it's a good thing.
and I'm not a sore loser.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
not.
think I'm a sore loser.
I'm
I think
quite a sore loser.
Yeah, he's a sore loser.
I'm quite a sore loser.
He needs space
Yeah.
if he loses a card game. But I think for me, it's that sometimes I come across too serious. Because I'm like, you see, like when people are playing sport, you're zoned
You're in the moment,
you're in the
yeah.
zone. Like everything else is just nothing. Like it's just the reality is just about what you're doing right then and there. And that's how I feel when I play games or when I'm playing sports or whatever it is. Like I can just focus on that thing. That's the only thing that matters right now, is that we win the articulate game. Like nothing else matters. And I think that's when I come across a bit too competitive because I get annoyed at people for not knowing
Anyway,
what to do.
that was meant to be quick fire.
Okay, whatever.
2 more. Who spends more money?
Ooh.
I think we're equal with that. You know, I don't think either of us actually spend that much.
We're not spenders.
Like we're not.
I don't
Not that we
think.
don't spend, but I don't think either of us out like in terms of.
Yeah, no.
don't
I think
we-
we're not like that, but I do spend, like I would spend all my money on food if I could.
But then you also don't spend. You don't do retail therapy much.
No. I'm very stingy when it comes to myself.
Yeah.
But when it comes to others, I'm like, oh, you want that new thing? Let's
maybe
go
you
get it.
spend more.
Yeah, I think I do spend more, but not on myself.
Yeah.
I feel like, and it's like if he says that, oh, he wants a takeaway, like it doesn't take me long for me to be like, oh yeah, I'll pay for it, let's get it.
No, but then we do that a lot though, where someone puts the idea in the head and then we're spending money.
We've got
on
no
food.
willpower. But if someone says, let's not go to the gym, it's like the other person's like, yeah, cool, let's go. We're getting better at that though, because sometimes you're definitely better at like convincing us to do the right thing when it comes to the gym, ironically, even though I'm a PT. But with food, I feel like we're just so easygoing. Like if I said right now, let's just go and get a takeaway, it would be hard for us to be like, let's not do it.
Yeah, I think you spend on more in like more instances, but I think what I spend on. So if I'm buying like trainers or clothes, because we know what men are like. Mine, I probably spend more.
Like he would pay £30 for a t-shirt, but is that because that's just how much they cost?
That is how much.
Whereas
that's
I could get a t-shirt for £10.
I know that's just an example, but that's even basic.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're materialistic
we're
people though,
definitely
innit? Yeah.
Last one.
These are not quick fire. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
Last one though. Who is more likely to cry during the wedding? 3, 2, 1.
You. Although I think I'm definitely a crier. I'm definitely.
We're both gonna cry. I'm definitely gonna cry, and I don't feel no shame about it.
No, I think
I've
crying
been
is
dreaming
great.
recently about being at the wedding and crying.
Yeah, we cried the other day because we received like a really nice gift and like really nice.
With
The
messages.
gift was like just messages from people that we love, but like that we literally started crying on the sofa.
Literally.
But we are both cancers. So
if you
we
believe
are
in all that
watery
stuff.
eyes. I don't really believe in it. I only believe the fact that I am quite emotional.
Yeah.
But we don't show it to people.
No.
But if you put on a sad movie, or if I watch something remotely upsetting, I will cry. And I'm not afraid of saying
If
that.
it's to do with like kids, it will get me. Like
No, anything gets me.
no.
Someone could cry on the TV screen and I would start crying as well.
I'll be like patting up. But anyway, that's it. That's the quick end of the quick fire rounds. That's the end of the Q&A. So yeah, we're open to suggestions for more content as well. Videos. We've actually got some videos to upload. A couple of dates we've been on, etc. We've had our birthdays as well. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for locking in, and like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. We'll see you for the next one.